let's call on the starters for the DFA Emissaries. Calling on their team captain, number 8, March Pepito. Wearing jersey number 2, Pat Cortez. At number 3, Mai Cruz. Wearing jersey number 5, Aura Costa Capili. At number 16, Mitch Olivere. Wearing jersey number 19, Cheng Abarientos. Starting libero is number 6, Jane De Leon. Head coach is Mr. Butch Gandarosa. Introducing the Ombudsman Graftbusters. Starting off with number 2, Ron Lopez. Wearing jersey number 3, Ann Ruiz. At number 8, Tere Ravago. Wearing jersey number 11, Arnie Pesebre. At number 12, JM Palarca. At number 16, Eileen Rodriguez. Libero is number 7, Lynn Tang. With their head coach, Mr. Bernardo Toico. This is match number 19 between DFA Emissaries and Ombudsman Graftbusters. Good luck to both teams.
And we are just about ready to put the ball into the air here at the Marikina Sports Center. This is one of the older venues, sports venues in the metropolis. And it's a commonly used venue for many multi-sports events. I know the Palarong Pambansa was done recently here. Kasi may oval din doon, may swimming pool dito. And this was established a long, long time ago, way back in the 70s actually. Hindi ka pa pinapanganak.
But still a very, very nice venue.
Hindi na lang na airconan. I think there's a move to have another venue created, but they'll retain this. Alam mo naman, pag sa gobyerno, hindi ganun kabilis magkaroon ng available funds. But I hope they can offer some air conditioning kasi maganda pa rin venue ito. Maganda pa rin yung lighting. Underway po tayo sa ating first match. And the first punch is delivered. Tere Ravago is the setter. And here's the first point delivered quickly by the Ombudsman.
Of course, we know the go-to attacker on the side of the ladies in purple.
And that's none other than Alarni Pesebre, who did well in the first game between these two. And that's a point delivered.
That is March. Of course, one of the imports and one of the top scorers on the side of DFA.
Kaya naman siya pinili ko para sa yung mag-digging kanina para maganda ang pasa sa'yo.
Nabitin nga ako. Next time, aagahan ko.
And sabi mo nga, you miss playing the game. Sa warm-up pa lang, sense ko na sa'yo parang, uy, partner ko, namimiss yung laro. Tuwa ng ating bilang, lamang po ang team na nasa kanan ng screen ninyo. Setup job being done. Olivere fires. He got injured in the first meeting between these two teams. That was an opening day. Here comes a setup this time by Mine Cruz. Kept in the air nonetheless by Marge. And Ombudsman unable to return. And Ann Ruiz gets sprawled on the floor.
Pepito, of course, needs to just ensure that she gets to put the ball over efficiently.
And as we were reminded by our Commissioner Ronnie Magsanok, the imports, only 2 at a time are allowed. You can have, I think 5, but only 2 can play at a given time. And the rule, of course, is that everybody plays. Kept alive. It's playable. And nice try, but Cruz could not have enough space to turn it into a ball to set over to the other side. Pesebre with the serve. Solid. It's in the air. And problematic passing.
And earlier, this is what we saw in the numbers. Nagiging problema ng DFA would be their first ball.
And that's probably what Coach Butch Candarosa is telling his team right now. Mga simple digs. Well, easier said than done. That it looks simple to us, no? But if you haven't played for a while,
It doesn't help also na ang serve na ibinabato sa kanila is quite strong.
yes, that's exactly right. This cut shot kept in play. Nice lift up. The strike. Digging is okay. Eto, high school volleyball tayo. And it's a point delivered by number 16. That is Eileen Rodriguez.
Good to get everyone involved, everyone on the floor.
Naman pag sa pro at saka sa UAP, sinasabi natin they have to activate the middles and the wings. Ito makapalo ka lang, masayang na to eh.
Oh, and here you keep it simple. Ang nabanggit nga namin last time, it's important for all of the teams to slow down the balls that they receive so
That's
that you have
true.
time
That's
to
true.
set up, you have time to call your teammate, communicate.
That's a good point. In the meantime, that's a good strike that time by Palarga. And J.M. Palarga gets on the board to make it 7-3. And Ron Lopez, who has the interesting full name, Mary Ronsby. It's picked up downstairs in play. Ginawang palo. At saka, importante, just keep the ball in play. Keep the ball. Don't let it drop. As much as, on two. Set up job by March Pepito. Joust at the net. They get the win. That's inside. Effort produces the point.
And that's exactly what you mentioned. Hindi, basta wag mong pabagsakin yung bola. In that case, for Pepito, it was a simple punch of the ball, but yet they got that point.
Exactly. Mitch Olivare gets her 4th point, or for the team that is. The strike into the deep corner. It's long. And 2 straight points now scored by the DFA Emissaries. We've got Chinga Barrientos serving. Palarca and company working on it. Sent over cleanly. From the middle, Pesebre strikes. Palo. Tinaas, ganda. Yun lang naman kailangan dyan eh. Hanggang bukas tayo. Short but playable. Here's Rabago. Si Ruiz steady. Tinaas. Yon Navarre. Longest rally. Pepito. Palarca. Rabago is usually their setter, but she's a hitter today. That's an open spot. 3 straight points by the DFA.
Gotta give credit to both teams, though, for excellent defense shown.
Chinga Barrientos and her serve. Set up. And it's in the corner. And Pesebre changes the serve. It's now in the hands of the Ombudsman. And all set to serve is Eileen Rodriguez. Pepito. Nice strike, but dug up deeply by Rodriguez. Down the middle we go. Hindi na umaalis si Pesebre sa gitna. Nahulog.
Gotta be alert right there at the net. So makikita natin the pattern on the side of Ombudsman. Really, si Pesebre would always be the top option. Meanwhile, on the side of DFA, it's the duo of Cruz and Pepito.
Yes. In the meantime, that is going to be on the line at the baseline. And the DFA knocking at the door, down by just 2 now. Pat Cortez will be serving. Palarca. Oh, that's a break. Nagulat yung DFA. Hindi alam kung saan pupunta yung bola. And Tiffany has an early report. Go.
And I had the chance to speak to Coach Butch Gandarosa of our DFA Emissaries, and unfortunately we will not be seeing 5 of his players, so the remaining 8 will really have to work double time on the court today. In fact, one of the 5 is their import and setter Larmy Ramirez, who will be undergoing operation tomorrow for her Achilles tendon. So filling in for her are for our setters, Pepito and Cruz. So we're looking forward to seeing how this team will bring their A game in today's match. Balik sa inyo.
Okay, we hope Larmy Ramirez goes through the procedure nicely, cleanly. Alam ko, ACL lang yan, pero operasyon pa rin yan.
Yep, po. And of course, recovery is very important. No?
Matagal yan. Yun ang matagal. But they say that your leg or your knee is stronger after the therapy, actually. In the meantime, Palarca, Olivare makes it a set. And the attempt that time by Pepito lands short. And we will go with the serve of Palarca. Solid serve in play. Olivare ends up short.
DFA cannot let the Ombudsman team pull away, but you know, it will be quite a challenge as well with Pesebre. Now with 7 points in this match in the front line for the Ombudsman team.
Let's see how she does here. In the meantime, 2 players grappled with it. Sent to the back row. 2 players trying to keep it in play. They succeed. Here's Pepito with the set. Cruz blasts away. And they produce the point. Mine Cruz has made it 8-13. And Mine Cruz is going to be serving. Full name, Charmin or Charmine. Malakas.
Too much power, miscalculated that one. Ito yung mga sayang na puntos.
Yeah, masyadong giveaway. In the meantime, Coach Butch Gandarosa wants to talk to his players.
Balik! Oh, come on. Guys, pwestuhan. Halos lahat ng score nila, error na naman natin. Nawawala na naman tayo sa pwesto natin. Ano sinabi ko kanina, di ba?
Diyan sumabay sa kanila.
Yung sa likod, pag nakita yung dalawa na kayo na gano'n, may walay na yung isa. Di ba? Kasi dalawa pa rin kayo nandun eh. Kalat tayo, kalat. Di ba tapos yan? Laban!
Our current score is 14-8. The Ombudsman Graftbusters are in the lead here in the first set. 6-point advantage.
You know, earlier in that huddle, they were reminded, the DFA team is reminded of the giveaway points, the number of errors that they've been committing. Let's see if they can try to minimize it this time.
It's in the air, and here comes Cruz. Set-up job for Pepito. Net touch.
Welcome point para sa DFA.
Pag naghahabol ka, thank you lahat yan. Salamat yan. In the meantime, a problem on the back row. And Pesebre fires away nonetheless. No problem. Kabol sa net. And problematic.
that's a common problem that we see no in so far dito sa ating liga. Pag ang bola dumidikit sa net, it becomes very difficult for them to pick it up.
Doon na pumapasok kuminsan yung skill ng setter, yung jump set. Oy, ginawa ng paraan. Buhay pa yan.
Great reflexes.
Oo, naiangat lang eh. Malaking bagay. Hulog. Problemado. And look at this. 3 straight points by the DFA.
I think Pepito recognizes na pag nilalapit sa net yung bola, nahihirapan ang kalaban.
Our current score is 14-11. 11 is serving against 14. Tinulak ni Pesebre across. Olavare. That's inside.
No defense there for the Ombudsman.
And Coach Bernardo Toico has seen enough. He wants to talk to his team.
Tapatan niyo yung katawan. Tapatan niyo yung katawan. Dalawa lang naman pumapalo sa kanila eh. Yung dalawang gitna, yung dalawang opener. Tapos, ang target natin, placement lang muna ng bola. Lagay-lagay lang. Binabantayan nila yung dulo-dulo. So, lalagay lang muna, placement lang ng bola. Okay? Tapos, pag tumaas yung kamay ni Pipito, drop ball lang siya.
Okay, the usual cry for kapit, kapit, kapit is let out by the Ombudsman. They had a sizable lead, but now it's been cut down to just 2. Tinatsaga ng DFA.
Oh, and a lot of that courtesy to Pepito, who scored 7 points from her attacks.
In the meantime, Arn Pesebre drills it into a hole and extends the lead to 3.
Pesebre, 8 points in the set, 6 attack points, and 2 aces.
Talagang halos sa kanya exclusively pumupunta yung opensa gaya na nabanggit mo. Olivera tracks it down. The back row is at work for the Ombudsman. Rodriguez skips it high. Muntik na magkagulo doon. Cruz becomes a setter. Pwede pa yan. Hindi lang inabutan ni Pesebre. DFA trying to catch up here, down by just 2. Mitch Olivera will be serving. Sails in cleanly. Palarca is there. And it's Pesebre and Palarca doing most of the work here. On the other hand, it's Pepito as well as Mine Cruz. Parang nagiging high school volleyball, ano? Yung dalawa lang magaling ang tumitira. Means no disrespect to the game, but porsentuhan ng laro. The meantime, Pepito lands it in front of Rodriguez.
But, it is a pattern that you see, no? Yun ang nakikita natin talagang very heavy on select players at the moment. But what's good is that at least pagdating sa depensa, dito nakikita natin
Yes, that's a great
that the others are also contributing as well.
That does not climb up, and the Ombudsman saves a point. They are now ahead by 2, 16-14.
Observation from both these teams, pag ang balik ng bola within the attack line, doon sila nahihirapan to pick it up, to set it up.
Merong certain skills dyan na ginagawa ang mga setter, kahit middle blockers actually. In play, long and out.
Miscalculated by Pepito.
Pesebre with the serve, sharp and true.
3 aces for Pesebre.
And Coach Toico is hoping that they can go straight. In the meantime, ball is being set up now. Outside, we can now go to Tiffany for the report. Tiffany?
Yes, we see here our ladies and Violet, our Ombudsman Graftbusters. They are ecstatic to be playing again after 3 years, and I say this because they had an internal league within the Ombudsman government sector. They had an internal league which was their annual sports fest where they were actually competing against each other. So these ladies we're seeing here were actually up against each other every May of the year. So now with UNTV bringing them together, they are just beyond grateful to be given the opportunity to play together. Back to you, Anita.
Thank you very much, Tiffany. In the meantime, that lands in a hole on the Ombudsman side. It's 16 against 18. And we've got the serve by Pepito. Here we go, almost exclusively to these two. Same. Nako, iniba niya. Why not? Para linlang ng konti yung kalaban. Nice block in the middle. Palarca.
I guess that's the thing. It gets very predictable. Dahil, the side of DFA, dadalawang tao.
And that is a box max sikat block of the game. Right there in the middle by Palarca. Lopez with her serve. Lands in cleanly. Kept in the air. Buhay pa yan. Palarca tracks it down. Short. Nakita niya kasi may butas sa harap eh.
She had the lighting in mind. Tinulang lang sa tulak.
What compounded it also is inalis niya yung mata niya sa bola eh. Tinignan niya yung open spot eh. So nagkagulo ng konti yung utak niya, ginulo siya. On two goes Palarca. Cruz sets it high. Pepito blasts away. So does Alarni. And Cruz and her shot, it's too long. So the serve returns to the Ombudsman, and we've got Eileen Rodriguez all set to serve. Uh-oh, took high. Pag tumama yan dyan, you lose the point. Dug up. Here we go. Porciento, no, it's another player. And Ruiz gets her share of the sets, but they want to go to Alarni, and they score.
Lack of communication on the side of DFA. But you have to appreciate kung anong classic distribution din yung sinusubukan dito for the team in purple. Dahil binibigyan ng pagkakataon talaga na maka-opensa, maka-atake.
At saka para maiba naman, di ba? Para si Ruiz gets her share of sets also. This is neatly done. Lumipad si Cruz and found a way to score. against 21. Tinalon ni Alarne. Kinat sa net. Tinaas. Cruz. And the drop on two. Read well cleanly by the DFA. Acosta reading that. And the DFA takes the point. Timeout requested by the Ombudsman.
Yung kamay ni number 9. Magka-drop ball na siya. Ha? Sagayin niyo lang. Bumulong-bulo yung ginagawa nilang palo. Kanto-kanto. So bantayan niyo yung kanto. Tapos, tingnan niyo yung reaction ng spiker. Pag tumaas yung kamay at dikit yung bola sa net, magka-drop ball lang sila. Okay? Tapos, yung front liner natin, expected nyo, mabibigyan kayo ng bola. Papalo kayo. Tara.
Guys, kakakita nyo.
Nasa end zone na tayo ng first set, and both these teams are really scraping and fighting hard to be able to take the set. Hindi pa nakakasiguro ang Ombudsman dito kasi biglang umiinit ang opensa nitong kupunan ng DFA.
And I think kaya nga tumawag din ng timeout just to ensure that they ice that and it works for them. Pesebre with that early point.
Sometimes the timeout helps calm down the team. Ano ba ginagawa nyo? Relax muna tayo. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 22-19. Palarca with a running spike. Outside. Malakas lang yung hataw ni Olivares. And Coach Butch Gandarosa, his turn to call a timeout.
Bola. Ha? Kunin lang natin yung bola. Diba yung palo nila, puro lahat galing sa likod eh. Diba? Ano pinag-usapan natin kanina? Receive lang tayo kasi puro lahat ng palo nila, puro galing sa likod. Kayang-kaya yun. Wala masyadong pwersa yun sa baba. Okay? Basta receive na, kuha na lang kuha. Habol tayo ng habol, ha? Huwag na tayo mag-alangan. Basta kuha tayo ng bola. Habol tayo ng bola. Okay? Wag nyo na bigyan ng chance. Kunin na lang natin. Okay? Let's go. Ayan.
The Graftbusters are 2 points away from taking this first set. And on the other hand, DFA trying to muster a rally here. And we've got Palarca all set to serve. JM serves straight and sailing down neatly. Palarca. Pesepen. Oh, looked out. It looked out. Kinuha. Wala na. Committed. Yan ang masakit doon.
Oh, that could have been a point already for DFA.
And Jane De Leon, so apologetic, the libero. Well, it happens. If you are going to hit it, you gotta hit it, di ba? Nawala ng in the meantime, that's into the net.
Pero sinuwerte ng konti yung DFA. They can prolong this first set. Bawal na mag-error, Sev.
Wala, hindi na pwede kasi isang mistake. Tapos na itong first set. Mine Cruz is all set to serve. Tang kept it in play. And it's out, and that does it for the first set. And at the end of the first, it is 25-20 in favor of the Ombudsman. We'll be back. We are awaiting the fielding of the first 6 players for both teams here in the second set. It's an opportunity for the players who did not see action in the first to hit the court because our principle is everybody gets to play.
We did also mention that only 2 imports allowed to play at a time. And, in the earlier set, Pepito scored 10 points. Si Pesebre naman on the other side scored 12 points.
Yeah.
Sila ang ating mga top scorers mula sa dalawang koponan.
And it came to a point na the Ombudsman was going to Pesebre and Palarca. Almost sila na lang ang talagang pumapalo. They were trying to win the set. I can't blame them also. In the meantime, here we go with the second set. Just about ready to get the first serve into play. And it's Palarca. This goes over the net. And ting-ting nicely by Pesebre.
What a great gift, sabi ni Pesebre. Paumpisa, paunang puntos here in the second set.
First point of the second set is already registered. Cruz and Capili Acosta unable to get to the ball. Palarca will continue to serve. JM serve in and nicely handled. Mine Cruz drops it. Pesebre returned it. Pepito. Palarca, Alarni fires. Dug up very nicely by Abarientos.
And Pepito making sure she closes that deal. Putting the ball over, second touch.
It all started with a good dig from the almost nearly down the floor by Abarientos and good defense producing great passing. That's alive. No whistle. We play on. Set up job to the other end. Aura gets to it. Pepito blasts and scores.
Pepito knew pababa na siya nung nag-contact yung bola. So it wasn't the most solid hits that you would see from her. Pero puntos pa rin.
In play. Buhay pa. Hindi lang napasukan ni Abarientos. The libero, of course, was too far away. It's a 3-2 second set. The first set going the way of the Graftbusters to the tune of 25-20. This serve in play. Pepito swings it high. Olapare doesn't like the ball because it did not cross over. Sabi ni Olapare, yung spray niya nung opening day, nandiyan pa rin daw. Tagal matagal nang hindi masakit pa rin daw, but she'll just play and she's gonna serve right now.
Pero alam mo, minsan ganun yung mga spray niya, no? Swelling may not be there, but also mentally, di ba? Naiisip
You know, you're right. Pag aapak ba ako, paggising mo pa lang sa umaga, pag aapak ko na ba ito? Nicely done by Pepito. Good cut shot. We've got Cha Beharin all set to come in. And she'll go in for Aura Capili Acosta. Here's Mitch and her serve. Top angle, and it's nailed. We're tied at 4. Terre Rabago was undecided on whether it was going to stay in or out. She committed to it, could not handle the volleyball. DFA by 1. The two imports sharing, setting up responsibilities. Nagising sa pansitan. Bigla na lang hinulog. Kanina pa niya gustong gawin niya.
Alam ni Pesebre, if you drop in front again, it rattles the defense on the other side.
And we've got the serve now of Ann Ruiz. Hinabol ni Mind. Set up, hulog uli. Tinaas, nabasa ni Cruz. Pinalo. Kept in play. Alanganin, pero may paraan. Pepito makes it a set. Gentle cross-court shot. Ay, sayang. Maganda yung pagkakal-lift up nun ni Baharin. But they could not keep it in play.
In in this game, ang importante talaga pataas yung pag-angat mo ng
Yeah,
bola.
exactly. Hindi pwedeng ang hatid mo patulis eh. Mas problematic yun eh. Ito. Hindi umalis si Abarientos. Gotta keep in mind, the second ball belongs to the center. It's out.
That was a good call by DFA. Siyempre, importante ang court awareness. Yung mga bola that you can let go of, you let it go.
Yeah. May mga technique dyan eh. You step on the line. Meron yung over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder, above the waist, depending on where you are. Paatras ka ng paatras, umiiba yung iyong outside area, yung marker sa katawan.
That's a good point. Kung minsan naman, lilinlangin ka ng bola.
Oo, yung biglang bababa eh, no?
Bakit bumaba? Samantala, the lead is back in the hands of the Ombudsman. Here's the track down by Cruz. The indecision. It became a problem that time for Pat Cortez. In play. Cruz panhandles it over. Alarn Knee taking care of it gently. Cruz whips it. There's power on that one, but it's playable. Good dig up that time by Bihar, and this one is in play. Ayun, least to least. Short! We've got Baltasar coming in for Pat Cortez. In play. Tinaas. Ayun, tama yung point mo eh. Pag mababa masyado, mahirap i-handle. Kailangan itaas mo para may leverage ka eh, para may lugar to operate.
At saka, dahil kung napapabagal mo yung bola, mataas yung bola, talagang makakaset up ka, makakapwesto ka.
I think we're gonna have a timeout here. I think some dripping is happening on the court. I think it's raining outside. We'll take a timeout and return to the Marikina Sports Center shortly. 38. Nagpapatuloy po yung ating second set. 9-7 ang bilang. Ombudsman slightly ahead. We're trying to manage the rain suddenly pouring here in Marikina. Beharen unable to handle it. Tiffany has a report. Go. Tiffany, go.
Thank you for that, Seb. You know, the Ombudsman, despite being in the bottom 2 of this league, they are driven and motivated to make their way into the top 4. So their chosen beneficiary is actually the Ombudsman Employees Association, and they're really after improving the employee welfare in areas of the government sector that need extra help. So it's amazing to see how our players are actually really fighting for a cause here on the court, and we can't wait to see how this will all turn out for them in today's match. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you very much, Tiffany. In the meantime, ball game at 10-8. That's a wild serve that's out of direction. It does not go safely into fair territory. Baltasar's shot way off the mark. 8 against 11, and 11 is serving now. Hayap. Habulin ni Pepito. Tinulak ni Palarca. Nawala ang bola sa tubig.
Ito yung nabibigla ka, namamadali yung bola. Causing a bit of trouble here para sa koponan ng DFA.
Pepito. Tulis ang palo ni Cruz, pero it was handled well. Pesebre counters. Cruz fires. Shot! An excellent shot, and the Ombudsman mishandles it.
Still very calm, no? Sa side ng ladies in purple.
Mine Cruz choosing to serve from almost left side of her court. Hinabol. Good strike, but good dig as well. Here, Pesebre looked out, but they play it. Hinabol. Alis dyan. Elevated. Pesebre, second longest rally. Pepito. Palarca. Short stab. Alive. Oh, but it lands in the referee's hands. And it becomes 9 against 13.
And again, that was there, no? Near the net. So na naman nangyari ang puntos.
We've got Lan Vasco seeing action for the first time, pulling out J.M. Palarca. Vasco will be serving. Lalim ng kuha. It's in the air. Pepito swings. Oh! In between two players.
This communication there, nagkahiyaan.
And it's just a 3-point lead here in the second. Shoulder action. Uh-oh. You gotta shout, mine! At nabutasan na naman ni Pesebre ang DFA.
Defense really getting challenged by
Yes.
Arnie Pesebre.
And Pesebre just getting away with everything she wants to do so far. Set up job. Pepito fires and scores. We have Debbie Advento coming in, pulling out Mitch Olivere. Mitch is still limping, really. Here's Advento. Her serve goes in cleanly. Alive. Baltasar with a hand on it. Playable. Nice touch. Vasco is there. Mind Cruz says, get out. Arnie knows what's happening and scores again.
Top balls aren't working para sa DFA. But Pesebre really is very efficient, and very consistent para dito sa team Ombudsman.
Annie Ruiz all set to serve. Advento gets to it. Cruz slaps it. Pesebre shot played out. Good counter. Pepito.
That is the 16th point of Pepito here in this match. 14 points mula sa kanyang opensa.
Is it inside? It's inside.
Pesebre serves a breather.
Yeah. Kanina pa eh.
Oo.
And they push it over. Lasso, by the way, is on the floor already. Ruiz with a hand on it, but unable to control it. Closer now in the second set, 14-15.
Of course, we're keen to see more involvement from the rest of the players on the floor.
It goes in. Lasso. Cruz. Pepito to Cruz. Lasso whips it to the back row, long.
Good try. But strong.
In play, Cruz has it. The shot. Check ball. No? Did they call it check ball? No, they did not.
Pepito was asking for that.
But it's still close and tight, 17-14. Here's Lasso. Sinampal. Vasco. Good counter. And problematic passing by the DFA. Let's have a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have a report by Tiffany. Coach Butch wants a timeout. Let's give the timeout first.
Kaya. Sipag lang kayo, habol kayo, habol.
Apat lang yan, no? Apat, oh.
Apat lang yan.
We can do this, guys.
Actually had the chance to speak to Coach Butch earlier prior to the game, and one of the things that they're focusing on in today's match is being agile on the court and being able to cover all four corners of their area. So coming in from last game, they fell prey to drops and attacks in the four parts of zones 1 and 5, but now we're witnessing quite a close match between our DFA Emissaries and Ombudsman Graftbusters in the second set. So let's see how these Emissaries will catch up and be able to cover all bases on their side. Back to you, Ann and Sal.
Which is the challenge here today, Tiffany, and there's a good point scored by the DFA. Alam mo, volleyball, ang challenge yan is your alertness cannot drop eh. Nobody can, you're switching from offense to defense almost automatically. Ito, tingnan mo. Pang, taas ka kagad. Habol, good punch. Back row, Jewel is there. Jane rather, sorry. Drop! Nagkagulo si Vasco. At saka si Rabago.
Yeah, should have been Rabago's ball para makapag-set up sila.
Lazo. Rabago returns as setter. And that's a clean hit. And look at this.
You know, the first time these teams met, as we see a substitution here for the Ombudsman, Palarca comes back in. Sev, nung unang pagkakataong nagkita itong dalawang teams na to, napag-usapan nga natin, they played in 4 sets. And the second set was a much better set for DFA.
In the meantime, Cruz. And that was a big moment for them because they were able to score a win. In the meantime, we're tied at 18. That's out. 19-18. The serve returns to the Ombudsman. We've got Ron Lopez in play. Elevated high. Cruz taps it over. Palarca. Pepito makes it a set for Cruz. Denied access. And now it's a 2-point lead for the Ombudsman in the second.
That error by Pepito, she was aiming to send the ball over already. But just a poor angle, that one.
Kulang ng pectus para itaas ang bola. That takes a special skill, actually. Here we go with Cruz. Cross scored. A little short on that try. That one crawls on the net. Here comes Pepito. Back to Cruz. They're playing that game, and it is outside.
Ganda sana nung palo, but lumabas.
And still with the serve of Ron. It's the setup this time. Cruz short. And now it's a 4-point lead. Coach Butch Gandarosa needs to talk to his team.
Relax lang ha. Pahinga lang, pahinga. Okay? Kaya pa yan. 4 lang labang nila, 7 lang kailangan natin. Okay. Sa habol lang sa bola, habol.
Bawin tayo, bawin. DFA!
Okay, the Ombudsman trying to score a repeat win against the Department of Foreign Affairs Emissaries.
Alam mo, Seth, ang malapit na siguro na makikita natin that will come into play yung fatigue din, ano?
Yeah.
Because we see the really heavy weight for some of the players on both squads.
Extended time eh.
Oo.
Saka sila nagdadala ng trabaho eh. Like in the case of Pepito who knocks that in, makes it 22-19.
In the earlier huddle, sabi nga ni Coach, they just need 4 points to tie it and 7 points to hopefully win this set. But that service error
Doesn't help.
definitely doesn't help. It now gives the Ombudsman an opportunity. 2 points na lang ang kanilang kailangan para makuha itong set number 2.
And Eileen Rodriguez will try to snatch those 2 points. Chase down. Good dig up from downstairs by Lasso. Hello! Tinulungan pa ng net. Tinulungan pa ng pitik. Set point for the OMB.
Yan yung mahihirap kunin, basahin, yung mga sumasabit sa net.
Oo. Hindi mo alam kung atras ka o abante ka. They punch it. It's inside. They delay the march of the Ombudsman into a 2-set-to-love lead. Mine Cruz will serve. Aha, problemado. Sumisipa pa ang DFA. Sabi ni Coach Stoico, ano ba? 1 point na lang? Ano ba? Makinig tayo sa timeout nila.
Sige, papatayin na natin yung momentum. Isang magandang receive, set. JM, palo. Ha? Guys, pagpapalo si JM, cooperate sa'yo. O kaya bago pumalo JM, tingin muna sa pwesto ng kalaban. Okay lang? Receive ng maganda. Isang maganda lang. Tara.
Kapit!
Ang ating score, 24-21. Ang first set point napunta sa Ombudsman. Ang score ng 25-20. So, kumakatok na sa pinto ang Ombudsman. Sinusubukan ng DFA itago ang susi para hindi makapasok sa 2-set-to-love lead. Itong muna ng Graftbusters. Inside!
At this point, para sa Team DFA, no, lahat ng pagkakataong pumuntos. Actually, looking at the stats in the first meeting, DFA had more service aces scored as opposed to Ombudsman. Nakapunto sila ng 14 aces in that first meeting.
That's significant. And something they should good work on. Here comes the setup job. Off the block, but playable. Nice drop. And it's done. The second set belongs to the Ombudsman to the tune of 25-22. We'll take a short break, then show you highlights, and we'll show you the numbers from the second set. Okay, here's a look at the numbers that happened in the second set, which was won by the Ombudsman 25-22. Ann?
Well, you know, similar to the first set, dikit na dikit ang kanilang performance when it comes to offense. 14 as opposed to 14 for DFA, 15 para sa Ombudsman. But we did mention that in that last set na nadikitan nitong DFA ang Ombudsman, the aces was definitely in favor of DFA. Pero yun nga, ang nagiging problema nila is a lot of the giveaway points in the second set. If they would look back, meron silang 9 points na nasayang.
Yep, exactly. So, volleyball is a game that expects perfection, and you try to achieve that. Of course, it's not going to happen that you won't have errors, but at the same time, that's something the DFA will have to work on in the days ahead. We're in the second round of the UNTV Volleyball League, and we're looking for the top 4 teams at the end of 2 rounds. And we are underway with the third set. Let's see if DFA can repeat and take at least a set here today. Keep the ball alive there. And that's out of reach. And first point belongs to the Emissaries. This, oh, they get a break.
With a little deflection from the net makes it harder to receive.
Eileen Shaw taking care of business there. They have an early lead of 2-0. Marunong siya mag-serve.
Magandang paumpisa para sa DFA.
Nice dug up, playable, but they can't hook it back into play. It'll be the first point of the Ombudsman.
We did mention that on top of in the earlier sets para mabuhay ang bola, mapadali rin ang kanilang buhay. Kailangan talaga pataas. The direction of the ball should be upwards just like that.
Malarney back, playing at the net. Desebre puts a hand on it. She can do that. Nice adjustment. Palarca gets it back. Gets a crawl on the net.
She is quite happy with that point. Sabi nga ni Palarca, pumasok ang bola, nahipa ng hangin.
Alam mo kung minsan nakakatulong yung may konting swerte.
Oo.
Nakatagdag. This underhanded serve is in play. Tied at 2 here in the second. Adjustment, but that won't work for Pepito. March in an awkward flight, actually. Advento will come back in for Oliveri, who's really limping hard here. Tere Rabago all set to serve. Her team currently in front, 3-2. Underhanded serve, sails in beautifully. The attack. Palarca. Desebre, pwede. Hindi malaman ni Lopez ang gagawin niya doon sa bola.
Nandun na sana siya. But alanganin sa return. But at this point, score is tied.
Tama ka, Anne. When in doubt, itaas mo. Itaas mo lang. In the meantime, that's too strong.
Up until as we look at a little bit of injury, siguro talagang may pain na nararamdaman, no?
Most likely. In the meantime, the cut shot from the middle. And Desebre and Palarca trying to connive here, trying to make short work of the DFA. Baka may lakad pa ito.
Nagmamadali yata. Pesebre now with 24 points, just 1 point shy. Parang isang set na yung kanyang naipuntos.
Here we go with the serve of Ann Ruiz. Again, some housekeeping being done on the floor here. Ruiz and her serve, yes, high up and in. Set up job this time. It's out of play, and Ombudsman with a rare error. Here's a new face for the Ombudsman. It's Dolly Cabigas giving Ann Ruiz, Ann Ruiz a chance to catch her breath. Set up. Dug up quite well. Push. Back row will be at work. Third shot. Pinalong nakatayo. It becomes a set for Alarni.
But area on the side of DFA was wide open.
Yeah.
Walang adjustment sa mga defenders.
Desebre has been the main source of points for the Ombudsman today. As always, Pepito ends up short. Pesebre will serve anew. 6 against 5. Yes, and make that 7 against 5.
Pesebre on her 27th point in this match.
Well, that's why the imports are there. That's their job, to be the sources of points. Pepito grapples with it. Ay, nag-hesitate.
She was conscious of the line, ano?
Oo.
She knew she already stepped on the line, so the only way was for her to return it na nakatayo.
Rina has an update. Go, Rina.
Yes, Sir Sev, no, I'm watching at Mitch Olivari right now. He's sitting on the bench of the DFA right now. Nagkaroon siya ng cramps on her right leg, probably sa pagod at sa init dito sa Marikina Sports Complex. And she also said, first set and second set, babad siya sa laro. So she's just resting right now, but definitely will play again for the DFA in a while. On the other side of the court, it's also Mitch Alcancha's birthday today. Sev, back to you.
Parang I don't see Mitch here. Dito ba si Mitch? And in the meantime. Parang mamaya si Mitch. In the meantime. Ang lalim na kuha. Tinaas. Pinalo. One-handed recovery. That's never going to work, really.
Right defensive position to keep the ball in play really is crucial. At minsan yun yung mga isang hakbang that you have to take, ano, para maabot yung bola.
Ganong katindi ang init po rito. Kailangan na po ng halo-halo.
You can just imagine for the players na naglalaro.
Kaya takatak-tak-tak ang pawis nila.
So bukod dun sa pagod, syempre yung heat factor.
Mainit na palo. And no, may pagod. May pagod na rin talaga.
And you know, for most of the players, yan din naman, before we started this league, sinabi nga nila yung endurance, yung pinaka-challenge talaga dito. You need to be able to sustain, yung from start all the way up to the end of the match.
Plus, the coaches have to be wise in choosing the players in terms of their exposure, plus also of the heat. And look at this. There's a clean spot that had nobody there. Eileen Shaw with that delivery. Just a 1-point third set here. Abarientos her serve. Dropping in front. They want to go back to Shaw actually. This side just wants to go to that woman. Huwag na natin pahirapan. Okay, Tiffany, go.
Dito sa Ombudsman Graftbusters, meron tayong dalawang UAAV players and they're none other than Yan Lazo and Lan Vasco, who actually played together in the 2000s to 2003 for Adamson. So now they're back at kitang-kita talaga natin yung galawan nila. Andyan pa rin. Nakikita natin talagang collegiate volleyball players sila despite not having played for the past 2 decades. So let's see more of Yan and Lan in the third set of this match. Balik sa inyo.
Okay. Ang mga Rimulya, 3 decades na bang hindi naglalaro?
Not me. Maybe it's
Pwede pa. Bakit pa?
ayaw natin ng giveaway ng age.
Yan, okay. Kaya nga di ako nagsasalita eh. Mahirap na. That's inside. And Pesebre makes it a 12-9 third.
Palarca, the second top scorer para dito.
Yeah. And,
Sa Ombudsman.
but this time Palarca served sails out. Kanina it was okay. So Pesebre and Palarca are the main gunners. Parang na-decide nila today, huwag na natin pahirapan to. Why not? Diba? That's a strategy, then it's a strategy.
Tama ka, mukhang nagmamadali.
Well, the pro teams do that also. In the meantime, Tang That never works. That really never works. Off a serve, trying to catch it with a toss.
She apologizes, no? Miscalculated. Palabas na yung bola.
That's another thing. That's where you step on the line, di ba?
Well, let's see if they can get a better first ball this time.
They do. And they produce a point. Siyempre, knocking that in, keeping a 2-point lead. Rabago. Shot. The drop.
Pepito also needs to start conserving her energy.
Yeah.
So hindi lahat kailangan malakas na palo. No? Those simple drop balls work.
Ay, nako. Bitawan niya, mali ang tama ng bola sa kamay niya.
And you know, follow through, no? Kapag ganyang serve, very important. Kung saan ang follow through, minsan doon sumusunod yung bola.
Tapos all the way up ang follow through dun. Like in this case. Pepito. Rabago has a good hand on it. Pasebre. Huwag na natin patagalin to. And timeout by Coach Butch Gandarosa.
Hey. Come on, ha? Kaya pa yan. Sigit yung laban, no? Tatlo lang lamang nila. Okay? Habol tayo, ha? Habol tayo, depensa lang. Ha? Sipag lang, sipag. Okay? Let's go.
Cruz is back in for Shaw. Olivera is back in for Albento. 15-12 is the official count here in the third. First two sets going the way of the Ombudsman. 25-20 in the first, 25-22 in the second. Olivera tracks it up. And hindi na ipalo ng maayos.
Pesebre opting for off speed, but poorly executed.
Olivera will serve. Looks short, it is. Ang dami na niyang nararamdaman eh, no? Ang dami, may cramps na daw, may previous sprain. Mainit pa. Variety of things.
Pero laban pa rin.
Oo, kailangan eh. Walang dito ka na eh. Cruz swinging it over. Close to the net. Palarca wise to it. Swing to the other side and it's long. Abarianto sending it way out.
To be more careful, more cautious as well pagdating sa pag-commit ng error. That has been the problem para dito sa DFA Emissaries.
Alam mo, maraming times hindi naman galing sa opensa ng Ombudsman na kanilang naibibigay na punto. Mostly, as you mentioned, coming from mistakes. Good hand on that one. Long. And ito na yung mahirap humabol. 18-13. Tiffany, go.
Alam niyo ba, 7, and itong si JM Palarco, our second top scorer, tulad ni Lan at Yan, ay naglaro sa collegiate league for NCAA actually, for ECU back in 2012. At hindi lang yon, siya rin, si JM ay kaya rin maglaro so like not just volleyball but softball and badminton, and we really see how her athleticism really transcends into the way she's playing for our Ombudsman Graftbusters. Back to you, Ann and Sal.
Okay, thank you, Tiffany. In the meantime, it is now 19-13. Just a matter of time, I guess, before the Ombudsman wraps this up in straight sets. Cracked down by Pepito. Dug up by Pesebre. We're playing close to the net now. Yes, we are. Papalo. Di maidiin. Di maibaon. Hulog. Yes!
Balikan sa attack line.
5-point lead for the Ombudsman here in the third set. Pepito long. And it's now 5 points away. Lasso will dart back into the game. She'll pull out Pesebre. Lopez, it gets a chance to go down. Attack. Kept alive by Lasso. Hello, nakatalikod si Rabago.
Sabi nga ng mga coaches, never keep your eye off the ball.
Don't turn until you have the first pass. In the air we go. Palarca's shot in play. Mahirap talaga yan. Yung off a spike. Gotta use the dig pass. Baltasar is back in on the other side. (2016). Rabago with the set. The tip. On target. (21-16). 5-point lead. Eileen Rodriguez. Her serve. Nearly bungled. Pepito keeps it in play. It's in the corner. Lopez and Lasso undecided on who would go for it.
DFA trying to play smart. Ito, kailangan kapit ang makita para sa Emissaries.
Down with a good dig. Mainit yung palo na yun. Palarca taking care of business there. Coming in will be Vasco. She'll pull out Pesebre in just a short while. We have a timeout. Let's sneak in.
Dami natin na puro isang kamay eh. Diba? Kahit isa wala man lang nakuha. Dapat dalawang kamay. Tapos harapin ng palagi ang bola. Ha? Huwag natin side effort nga eh. Effort tayo na harapin natin yung bola. Tapos dalawang kamay. Stay low. Okay? Kaya pa yan. Walo lang kailangan natin. Walo. Ha? Laban, ha? Okay? Kaya. Walo.
We've got Vasco returning, and this is probably for finishing touches, unless some emergency happens here. 22-17 is the count. The Graftbusters are 3 points away from sewing this all up together. Pepito with the set, and that's short. We arrive at, that's it. It's 23-17, sorry.
Masayakan si Cruz. dun sa kanyang attempt.
Here we go with Vasco's serve. Oh, hindi tumawid. 23-18. Melanie Vasco ended up short.
Opportunity for DFA. Hindi magiging madali, pero hindi rin naman imposible.
Yeah, they gotta play almost perfectly as they get a point off the serve there. Arlene Rodriguez unable to handle it properly. (23-19) as 19 serves. Cruz her serve long.
Sayang.
They were building some momentum, but it got derailed. And now we are at match point. Nice drop by Pepito.
Well placed right there in the middle. Flawless volleyball from this point on para dito sa DFA. Pero yung Ombudsman, isa na lang. Isang magandang pasa, one good receive.
It could be there. But no. There's a service ace. Baltasar. Buhay pa. Passed over by Lasso. Back row are hard at work. Rodriguez is there. Lasso will hit. Pepito receives cleanly. And buhay pa, DFA. Timeout requested by Coach Bernardo Toigo.
Isang magandang receive lang. Isang magandang receive. Tutulak lang natin sa setter natin para makapalo. Ma'am, huwag mo dalhin dito sa kanan mo. Ando dun si Margarita. Dalhin mo sa zone 1. Ha? Tara. Isang magandang receive.
So far, the DFA has saved 2 match points. And it's too much to ask for perfection, but that's what they need here to tie up this third.
Meanwhile, on the side of Ombudsman, Coach is asking specifically for a target. Let's see if they can execute yung zone 1 na hinihingi niya.
Pwede yan. Lasso. Dug up well. And here we go. Pepito makes it 24-23. And it's time to call back the aces. Parang si Coach Toigo, hindi na sana niya ibabalik yung dalawa eh.
Oh, pero he doesn't want to risk it also. Kasi again, kaya naman mag-fourth set, but ang kalaban na dito, fatigue din. The sooner you close it, the better.
Might as well finish it right here, right now. And that's a heartbreaker. And that's a heartbreaker.
It is. Sayang yung kanilang naihabol, but they did give it a good fight here in the third set.
And Baltasar is so disappointed, and she's near tears actually because they were rallying. But take nothing away from their effort. Take nothing away from the Ombudsman for a solid performance here today.